Hello everybody, Andy here again. Right, so back in December of last year, and it really was that long ago, I did a video called An Outsider's View of YouTube, and what I was sort of talking and even ranting to a degree in that particular video was the way that YouTube is, or was perceived by the wider world, all those people who didn't really know much about YouTube. The only time that they'd heard about it was when they was talking about sort of silly videos, and that's the impression that anybody got if you ever mentioned YouTube at that time. Certainly that's all that people thought, and I think even a lot of people who are probably here on this site now, maybe even watching this video, that's what they thought until they got involved. And I was just thinking, after a couple of comments that I got in a video that I posted the other week, and people mentioning that they still felt that it was viewed that way, perceived that way, so I thought maybe it was time to sort of revisit the subject. Lots of people might have not seen the original video, so I can ask the question now to you people out there. Now I've got more subscribers than I did have. People watching this video, do you think that? Do you still think that YouTube is sort of perceived as a video site that's all about farting babies and people lip syncing and cute animals doing silly things? I know all that sort of things on there, but has it got better? I personally think yes, it has, and a lot of things have happened since that sort of video that I did in December. If I remember rightly, it was after that Google swallowed up YouTube, so we've had all of that, so it's become a lot more newsworthy in that respect. I know we've had the controversies about the copyright issues, but once again it's getting YouTube into the public eye, which I'm sure was one of the reasons that it was bought in the first place. YouTube has since become basically the byword for these video sharing websites. I know that there are others around, but everybody always says YouTube, don't they? You always Google something, if you go to a video sharing website, it's always YouTube that people mention. It's become that sort of byword, as I said. Lots of other things over here in the UK. The BBC have done a programme purely about YouTube itself. We've had sort of Peter, Geriatric 1927, encouraging people and getting people to come on board who maybe probably wouldn't have done, myself included, to do this sort of vlogging or making videos generally. So, and he's become a sort of a worldwide phenomenon now in lots of ways. He's got a lot of people involved, and that he's made it look a bit more respectable, as have lots of other people on there as well. So what's your opinion? As I said, I think it's got better. I still think that there's a long way to go. I think YouTube themselves could do a lot to actually help this and actually get the perception a lot better than what it is. There are certain things that they could do. They could promote people like us, the vloggers, the original content makers. I know they have featured videos, but so many of those aren't really the vloggers or people like that. There's a great sort of undercurrent of talent down there on this sort of site, right across the board, right across the world, that could do with a bit of exposure. And there's plenty of vloggers I can think of, plenty of original content makers out there who haven't been featured or even promoted in some way or another. They've only got to put the little, you know, on the side of the screen, the ones down the side or something, just put someone in there, just create that bit of interest, let people know that it's not all about the farting baby type of thing. So don't wish to go on about that too much. So that's one thing that they can do. What can we do? We can promote ourselves, we can promote vloggers as well, I suppose. There are lots of detractors, I know, but there always will be. But one thing I found is that I'm not quite so reluctant to maybe tell people that I make videos on YouTube, or even that I watch videos on YouTube. 6 months ago, if I'd have said that, you would have got a look of horror. Oh, what are you doing that for? That's for kids. It's for sort of teenagers uploading mobile phone videos of silly things that happen at school, and I know, as I said before, that sort of thing's still there. I made a video a while ago called "Are You a Secret YouTuber?" and that's one of the reasons that lots of people are secret YouTubers. I think they're a bit reluctant to admit that they make videos because of the reaction that they do get. Hopefully that is changing. As I said, I'm a bit more open about maybe doing this. I've come out of the closet in that respect. In that respect, certainly. Anyway, so anyway, I just wonder what you think. Do you think that how is YouTube perceived in the wider world? How do your friends, do you tell your friends that you make videos? Your sort of real friends, if you want to call it that, rather than your internet buddies or your internet friends. I'd be interested to know what you think. As I said, I think it is getting a little better. I even saw something today with an interview with Chad Hurley and Steve Chen talking to the BBC over here, and there was even a quote from Tony Blair sort of mentioning how he appreciated YouTube as well. We've got all the politicians getting involved across the world. I know they're using it for promotional purposes, but they wouldn't put their name, they wouldn't put their videos up onto a site that they didn't think had some sort of credibility. So there must be something there. Hopefully we're heading in the right direction. So as I said, I'd be interested in your comments, your points of view. Are we going the right way? Are we doing things right? What could we do better to maybe promote it? What could YouTube do better to promote it? I can think of a few ideas. Maybe you can think of some as well. Anyway, thanks for your time. I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.